Alrighty, my happy people, welcome back. Glad you guys can join me. Time to do another little update for y'all. Look at this, guys. I'm in the greenhouse right now, guys, and it is just exploding with growth everywhere you look, guys. It is just pushing out new growth everywhere. That was the this is the Namdok Mai mango right here, guys, pushing out new growth. Bunch of lychees are just pushing out new growth as well. Avocados. Yeah, it is just going crazy inside this small little greenhouse of mine in here. So this is definitely a success right here. Next year, I'm probably gonna invest in more of these tiny little structure greenhouse, because this seems to be doing a really good job, guys, at protecting all of your little plants and trees. Because right now, man, it is just pushing out growth like crazy. This is the Bill longan, guys. Yeah, everything is perfectly in here. No damages at all. Yeah, so it's a lovely Sunday morning. Thought I'd do a little quick update for y'all, give you guys some assessment as to any crazy damages that happened last December with that crazy Arctic blast that we had. And this is the chiquette, guys. Yeah, lots of damage, guys. Lots and lots of damage for this one. This poor little fella. It's still green though. And let me see if I can set my camera down. Perform a little magic trick for you guys. Boom, guys, look at that. That's my little magic trick. Yeah, guys, so this was a personal call. This is kind of like a gut feeling that I had that this tree is not gonna make it if the next cold front comes. It's just I feel like it's too young at this stage, and it is not gonna perform well. So it's time to run for the hill. This guy definitely lost the battle to Old Man Winter, but we don't want to lose the war, okay? We're just gonna run for the hill or run into the garage and let it recoup. It's been sitting in this pot for about a week now, so it's recovering nicely. It's trying to push out some new growth as well. So I'm just gonna let it rest. Try to up pot it into a 15 gallon and max it out like I did with the other ones. But yeah, this is a personal gut feeling. So I'm gonna just let it rest in here. Moving on, we have the poncho. Took a lot of damage, guys, but it's a little bit too big now, so I don't want to put it in a container anymore. I'm gonna increase the chance of survival by adding some more Christmas string lights later on. I already bought it, but I'm pretty sure this one's gonna survive. Pretty sure. As for the Brogdon, it is trying to push out new growth, guys. So this guy is perfectly fine. Alright guys, so I'm probably gonna title this video my Rollinia experimentation that I did here, guys. Okay, so this is the Rollinia. Obviously it looks pretty darn messed up right now. So I want to go over the experimentation that I did with this guy. And basically I had 3 different variation of how this Rollinia was going to take and handle the freezing temperature. Okay, so in variation number 1, okay, this is variation number 1. Basically it is in the ground, in the earth, and it has a covering over it without any heat source. So that's variation number 1. Variation number 2 was that it needs to be in a pot, in a container, with a covering over it without any heat source. And this is it right here. And I'm gonna go over variation number 3 with you guys later on. Variation number 3 is basically similar to variation number 1 in that it is in the earth. It has a covering over it, but it also has a heat source. So that's variation number 3. And I want to compare it with you guys today as to how well these guys took it. So in variation number 1, this is already in the earth, in the ground, and it didn't take it very well, guys. I'm not sure what happened, but I was hoping that since it's in the ground, the earth would have kept it a little bit more warmer and give it a better chance of survival. Because look at this guy. This guy is in a container without any heat source, and it seems to do a lot better compared to the one that's in the ground. So that's kind of weird how this turned out. Some of the other ones that are in the container didn't do as well, and I think the reasoning for this is because of the genetic makeup of it, genetic variation. I'm thinking some of them are a little bit more colder tolerance, more cold hardier. That's why it's able to handle the cold a little bit better than the rest of the other seedling. So these guys are probably gonna be my top pick right here by the end of winter. These guys will most likely make it, and I'm gonna grow them out. As for these one that didn't do so well, this is nature, guys. This is evolution, or as some of my subscribers have recently called it, if it dies, it dies, guys. It's part of nature. Very gruesome, but it's part of it. Yeah, so that's my variation number 2. I'm gonna walk you guys to my variation number 3. My variation number 3 is basically, it is in the ground. Okay, it's in the ground. It has covering over it, and it also has a heat source. Basically this is it right here, guys. So again, in the ground, and it has a heat source, which is the incandescent string lights over here. And as you can see, it seems to be doing super well, a lot more better than the first 2 variation. So if you're ever wondering whether you should grow out a Rollinia in your backyard here in Central Florida, Zone 9B, this is the best practice right here, guys. Variation number 3. Have it in the ground, use incandescent string lights, and cover it up. The leaves might not be looking as good, but it's totally perfectly fine, because some of the buds, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but the buds are still there. So when spring comes, these guys are just gonna be able to pop right out. So this is the best practice right here. Variation number 3, guys. Incandescent string lights, cover it up, put it in the ground. All right, guys, that is about all I have for you. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Have a good one.